I said, around lap 15, I said, I take off and I get the gas on them then. So I pace myself. That's how you got to pace yourself in this run with God. Amen. Isn't that right? I want to finish up this 6th chapter right here in the book of the 6th. I told you to hold for me Joshua chapter 24. I said about verse 4, verse 6. I'm sure somewhere right there what I want. It don't make no difference. We'll pick it up and make it. It'll work. But I want to finish up this 6:17. Where you about 6:18, where it was impossible for God to lie. Amen. I want you to show you what He wanted to do and allow you to realize it was impossible for Him to lie. What benefit is that to you that it's impossible for God to lie? Listen to the book.
That by 2 immutable things in which it was impossible for God to lie.
Listen what He said.
We might have a strong consolation.
I ain't worried about what these people say. I got a consolation in it. If God can't lie, then what He told me gonna happen gonna come to pass. That's a consolation to me. That's gonna soothe the grief when trouble comes. He said He did that, so I have a strong consolation. If the word came and said it's a chance He could lie, why would I want to take a chance and invest everything I got on it? That's just like when you do 401k, they start showing you you look at them, you might say, you said, well, that did pretty good. They said, but it's real risky. You said, well, I don't want to put everything in it. Let me just try a little something and see how it work out. But what he did, this thing's so sure you can't lie. That's why He made 2 immutable things in which it's impossible for God to lie. Yes, sir. He's saying doing it that you might have a strong consolation. Now listen to the book.
Who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope.
You see that? You done came out from something. You done fled for refuge. You done came out for the hope. Listen.
Which hope we have as an anchor of the soul.
You know what an anchor do? Anybody seen them ships out in the water? I don't care. The anchor not bigger than the ship. But I guarantee you, when that anchor drop, that ship gonna set. That water can toss and throw. That anchor gonna hold it right there. Guess what? That's what God promised supposed to do to you. I don't care how the storm of life seems to come at you and rage and start tossing you about. Guess what? You got a consolation. When the ship was going about, when the people was on there, I think in the 4th chapter of the book of Mark, and they woke up and said, Master, we perished. They ran straight to the anchor. Isn't that right? Not to throw it overboard. They knew He could stop the wind and the water. Amen. If you hold to God's promise, that's supposed to be a consolation to us as believers. If you're a sinner, guess what? This don't mean nothing to you. Don't even pay no attention. What do you say? Nothing. It don't mean nothing to a sinner. This consolation to a saint. Amen. Come on, that 24th chapter of the book of Joshua, about verse 4, I think I said. We'll pick it up. We'll run down through it. Let me show y'all something. Listen to the book. Joshua 24 and about 4. Listen to the book.
And I gave unto Isaac, Jacob, and Esau.
This is what he did. He started kind of going back over some things of what he did. He said, I gave unto Jacob, Isaac, and Esau. Listen, read it again.
And I gave unto Isaac.
I gave unto Isaac.
Jacob and Esau.
That's right, Jacob and Esau. These were his 2 sons, twin, not freaking frat. Not Jerry and Barry. You know, motherfuckers get twin, they named something that kind of rhyme or whatever. Isn't that right? These names didn't even sound alike. Isn't that right? But they were still twins. Listen.
And I gave unto Esau Mount Seir to possess it.
Come ahead.
But Jacob and his children went down into Egypt.
Yeah.
I sent Moses also and Aaron.
I sent Moses also and Aaron.
And I plagued Egypt.
And I plagued Egypt.
According to that which I did among them. And afterward I brought you out.
Listen.
And I brought your fathers out of Egypt.
Listen, why is it that he will go back and he kept trying to refer back to what he did? He did it by Moses and they doing it by Joshua. Because these things he always wants you to remember. This is part of his immutability. He was allowing them to realize something. If you look at where I started you from, look how I multiplied you and where I brought you from. This should be a consolation to you. I gave unto Isaac, who was begotten of Abraham. I took him and gave him 2 sons, took the 1 son, put him and his children in Egypt. Then I gave you Moses and I gave you Aaron and I brought you out. I also went back and plagued the very people that took you into captivity. Yes, listen to the book.
And I brought your fathers out of Egypt.
And I brought your fathers out of Egypt.
And you came unto the sea.
And you came unto the sea.
And the Egyptians pursued after your father with chariots. And the horsemen unto the Red Sea.
Yeah.
And when they cried unto the Lord.
And when they called upon the name of the Lord. What happened?
He put darkness between you and the Egyptians.
Let me tell you something. Do you not understand what kind of power you got when you working with a man that cannot lie? Here, well, these people came out. He used darkness and put it right between them. He fought that coach. They can't even. Where in the world are you at? I can't. He put Darden right between you and your. If people working right against you, want to do something to you, you know what God do? He got Darden between them. They can't see you.
Amen.
They can't even get to you because he got Darden between. What he did before, he would allow them to know, I'll do it again.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
And brought the sea upon them.
And I brought the sea upon them.
And covered them.
And I covered them.
And your eyes have seen what I have done.
And your eyes have seen what I've done.
In Egypt.
In Egypt.
And you dwelt in the wilderness.
And you dwelt in the wilderness.
A long season.
A long season. 40 years I put you there. Remember how long you sat in the wilderness? Listen to the book.
And I brought you into the land of the Amorites.
And I brought you into the land of the Amorites.
Which dwelt on the other side of Jordan.
Which dwelt on the other side of Jordan.
And they fought with you.
And they fought with you.
And I gave them into your hand.
And guess what? I let you win. That battle you win and you talking about how good you were, how you uppercut, you were dropping body blows, you were taking them down. He said, I let you win. It was a big, and people worry about looking at, they still trying to figure out about the Muhammad Ali fight he had. His second fight when he beat the man for the championship. Some said the mob paid him off, flew the man off and paid him whatever they done. God been fixing fights. That's where they learn how to get it from. God started fixing fights first.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Took a little lad, let him throw a rock. He could have let Goliath dunk, so whoop, that rock missed. God said he didn't even see it coming. Wham! Right between his forehead, it sunk, and he laid down and died. He fixed that fight too. God been fixing fights.
Yes, sir.
And guess what? You can go to your county commissioner. You can go to all the promoters you want to. You can get all the lawyers and judges you want. Can't nobody condemn him.
Yes, sir.
I serve a fight fixer. He said when you win and you fought against him, he said I gave him in your hand. I fixed the fight.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
That you might possess their land.
That you might possess their land.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
And I destroyed them from before you.
And I destroyed them from before you.
Then Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab.
This is what he did, the king of Moab did.
Rose and warred against Israel.
He rose and warred against Israel.
And sent and called Balaam.
And he sent and called Balaam, one of our own prophets. You know how people work in-house on you sometimes. So what did the king of Moab do? When he saw great people coming out of Egypt, everybody feared our father coming out of Egypt. They heard about how he had already plagued the Egyptians. Everybody was looking at ways to get him, and the best way to work was to get the prophet, because you know why? The prophet can cause a disease or sickness to come on you. See, God ain't just start giving the apostle his preacher power. The prophets had it first.
Yes, sir.
Why else would he hire the prophet Balaam? He hired it because he knew all he had to do was curse you.
Yes,
and that thing you know you were lost. This is what happened though.
And sent and called Balaam the son of Beor to curse you.
Listen what he did. He went and hired this man and sent him to curse you. But listen what God said.
But I would not hearken unto Balaam.
I wouldn't even listen to him. What did you do, Lord?
Therefore he blessed you still.
Look how God will work. Somebody walk in your jaw tell you you fired. You say, oh goodness, what the hell? So I use that fire just to bless you, man. I just bless you. God ain't got a heart. You don't know who working against you. You don't know who you walk by with and rob you or kill you or do something to you. And God fixes where it be a blessing to you.
Yes, sir.
Instead of them doing something, well, you say, I met that pretty nice guy. He held a door for me. He helped me. But at first, when they mind to do something else to you, God said, I made him bless you.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? People don't know how God works. That's how he worked.
Yes,
when the children went through, they didn't know about Balaam sitting up on the top of it. He took that man to the top of the cliff to look at them people. Said, look at them people, curse them. Said, who I'm going to curse whom God has blessed?
That's right.
He said, from the top of the rock, say, I see him. He said, let my last state be as his birth. Yes. He said, I hired you to curse him. You just blessed him.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? That's how God works.
Yes, sir.
My mother would tell me about the day, this guy that meets her, when she walks to the bus stop. And you know what he tell her every morning? Said, don't worry about nothing. Got my gun. Ain't that right, Mama? He tell her. He meet her. Make sure you walk up there with her, let her know. Got my gun. Don't worry about nothing. She said she went up that day. She was looking for him, then seeing. So somebody said, oh, you know about him? Said two guys beat him down. Said he tried to get a gun and took his gun from him. You know why God allowed that to happen? Let her know.
Yes, sir.
He wasn't never protecting you.
Amen. That's right.
People don't even realize God took him down just to let you know. Please don't never think he was protecting you.
That's right. Amen, preacher.
He let her know everybody. Got my gun. Had it gun. Doogity, 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 doogity. They dropped them bomb bees on him. I ain't got my gun. You know what I'm saying? God will do stuff like that. You'll wonder why. The same way you walk, God let it come. You unarmed, God let it come and take the trouble from the man that's armed. That's why you can't protect yourself.
Amen. Yes, sir.
He has given us a strong consolation.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Isn't that right?
Amen.
Hold that what you got. Give me that Psalm 127 and 1 right quick. Ain't God all right?
Amen.
A lot of times you be wondering why God do what he do. He just let you know, man, these people could never been watching out for you. Ain't that right? He got to watch out.
Yes, sir.
He the best protector you ever get.
Yes, sir.
People gonna get alarms on their house and